Contrast uncut, yeah, you know that's us. Where we only speak the real and the real rock with us. Where we motivate the people and politic on success. Oh no, we ain't DJ Khaled, but they swearing we the best.
What's happening? It's Contrast Uncut. It's season 5. This is my spotlight episode, Play Your Cards Right edition. I want to give a huge shout out to Uncle Snoop's Army and Bobby D Presents. I appreciate you, brothers. It's your host, Xylo. And today we have an incredibly dope special guest. He's from the Wood, Inglewood, California. He's a rock star, a singer that can rap, you hear me? And also a songwriter. He writes his own bars. He gives you a real old school feeling vibe, fused with today's sound with compelling emotion and relation with pockets of powerful energy in his tone. He uses West Coast sounds in the lead melodies and drums that come in with a Bryson Tiller-esque sound that seems like, the same, keep songs like I got on my playlist, like Same, Cold Piece, What's Up, and them things run on there. And with his latest project, it's the whole motion of the whole spotlight episode, Play Your Cards Right. He made me an instant fan. And that made me dig into the discography. And I recommend you do as well. I got the opportunity to work with this brother when I was a production assistant for the What's Up video. Shout out shout out to your staff. And created by Blue and Cack Visuals. And I was like, I have to get this brother on my show. And if you don't know who I got on the show by now, it's all good. We got all episode to chop it up with Griff Tyler. Lost Sound, everybody.
What's the deal? Appreciate you for having me, dog.
I can't complain, brother, and I appreciate you, man. Time's the most finite thing we have on this earth. So appreciate you fucking with me, fucking with the viewers, and being transparent, rocking with us.
It's no big deal, bro. Appreciate you.
All love, all love. So Griff, bro, what's the normal 24 hours?
For me, shit, I'm mostly, bro, these days, I'm mostly just making music. So if I'm not hanging out with my friends, like, hooping or something like that, shooting the shit, hooping, I'm probably in the house because I got an in-house studio. Mm-hmm. I'm probably in the house recording or binge watching some type of show. So yeah, that's my normal 24.
Hey, that's the life. That is life. Hell yeah, no. But what you do put attention to is what you're passionate about. And passion creates the whole purpose. And the purpose gets to the bag. And by you revolving your world around music, the universe speaks to you in that way.
Yep, exactly. What you give is what you get all the time. Yep.
So, bruh, I got a quote. Let me know how this quote relates to you, or if it doesn't, the idea is I want you to talk about it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about your destination. Drake.
Yeah, he got a lot of quotables. But as far as like that quote, I feel like is basically saying, a lot of time the stuff that you got to go through to get what you want is preparing you for what you want. You know what I mean? If you asking for a lot, it's gonna take a lot to get it. So that's what I take from it. I actually live by that. So that's why, not by that specific quote, but that quote, it means a lot to me. You feel me? Because like I live by that type of ideal. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, you're very possessive of that energy, brother. Like, when I do my little bit of research on you, because, it's hard. You don't do that many interviews yet. But, I learned that you took that route, academic scholarship, and went out and played football. And, life got upside down. And then life will test you that way and then be like, you know what? That's God's way of saying that, hey, that's not for you.
Right.
And the journey will let you know that you're good enough to get there. But you got to remember your talent got to keep you there, and you also got to be interested in it. But that whole traveling, that journey is what prepares you for the next step.
Exactly. You got to go through it. It's no shortcuts. If you do a shortcut, then your destination is going to be altered. It's not going to last long.
Come on. Everything you don't earn disappear.
Exactly. That part right there.
Come on. If it ain't in spirit inside of you, it's in the flesh. The flesh want to die.
Yep.
So, Griff, brother, talking about the music industry, did the game choose you or did you choose the game?
Man, I feel like the game chose me because you start off choosing the game, you know, when you have a passion for something and you want to do it and you put your all into it, that's you choosing the game. But then when you start to get that reassurance that like what you're doing is the right thing, you get all those signs and you know you're actually really good at it and passionate about it still and people fuck with it, you get all that notoriety. I feel like that turns into the game choosing you. You feel me? I guess both in a way. It starts off with me choosing the game, and now at this point, I feel like the game is choosing me. Everything that's happening to me is pretty organic, and it's like it was meant to be, almost.
Mm, mm. But yeah, you know, you can't forget you put in the work before it became organic to you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That part for sure goes back to what we were just talking about.
Facts, facts. What would you consider your first confirmation that music, entertainment is what you're supposed to be doing with your life?
Um, Man, that's tough. I've had a lot of moments. I can't really think of a specific moment where I was like, yeah, this is it. I just, I guess like, I guess the feeling I get every time I make music or every time I hear it just never went away, I guess. From the first moment where I used to wake up and I fell in love with music when I was hearing my mom play those Saturday morning jams while she was cleaning up. That was the moment like I was like, man, like she's in love with this. And it's like I fell in love with it too. And I was like, that feeling right there, it just never went away. So I guess that's it. But I can't think of a specific moment though.
You know, it's crazy how those moments inspire you to be on inside the speaker instead of controlling what the speaker plays.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit crazy. It's pretty trippy actually.
You
Yeah.
know, I feel like a lot of your destiny has been manifestation. You've been able to go ahead and put the vision and put some prayer behind it, and then put in a whole bunch of hard work to make a dream a reality, make it a
Right.
sleepless dream. Everybody knows hard work prayer without hard work is dead. And
Yeah.
so you can't put that energy into something unless you're willing to breathe into it. Because potential is a cold motherfucker. Potential will let you believe that you think you can do it, but if you don't work for it, you just that energy that people see and is disappearing.
Yep. And that shit is disappointing to people too. They look at you and they know you got potential and you don't do nothing with it. That shit right there, man. I can't be that. I fear that.
Come on, that's them first round draft picks, them them draft number 1, draft number 2. We can't all be as genius as Jamarcus Russell, you hear me?
Yep. That bar right there.
What can you tell the listeners about your journey to manifestations upon your route to your success?
Um, just it's a lot of trial and error and like it's a lot of one thing about manifestation is like if you manifest something, then you got to keep manifesting it. It's like having a baby. You got to keep taking care of it. Like you can't manifest something and then it doesn't work and you like stop manifesting it. You have to like keep manifesting it every day. You got to believe it every day. It's work. It's a job mentally just to keep believing the same thing every day, even when it's not working. So that's what I would say. Like take care of your manifestation like a baby.
Whew. Bro, you just dropped a 20-karat jewel on them. I don't know if they gonna let the diamond shrink them in the eye, or they just gonna grab it and run away with it. But that's
I hope they take it.
right there. Come on.
I hope they take it.
Speaking of jewels that you just dropped, I do want to put a little attention to the person that and put you in a position, or I always feel it's somebody that invests an idea or puts someone in a position to reach their dreams. Who do we owe to thank you for investing into your dreams?
My boys, my team, Lost Sound. When I first started, well, not when I first started, but when I first got serious about it, when I came back to LA after being in Minnesota for so long, for like a year and a half for school. When I came back and like, life turned me around and I was like, I want to take music seriously. They like just was there for me. They, my boy PJ and DJ, my co-managers, they just was like, you know what, bro, we believe in you and like we here, like till the wheels fall off. And they just invested in my dream. Money out of their own pocket type shit. You feel me? To put into me, just knowing that this day will come one day. And this is like, it's just like 7-8 years ago. So like they've been doing this ever since. And then like along the way, we also added my boy Marcel to the team, and I've been knowing him longer than them. So it's just like family. It's all family oriented, and all them niggas just believe in me, and like they'll bet their last dollar on me. And that right there, you need that as an artist. Like find those people that believe in you sometimes more than you believe in yourself. You know, so I owe them that for sure. That's what kept me going for sure.
Absolutely. No, shout out Lost Sound, because
yeah,
I can't imagine.
Guys.
Bro, your music definitely fills a void in today's sound. It's like a harmony that got left behind in this whole elevation of melody. And you've been able to come back in with origination to your sound, to the West Coast, but adding your drip to it, adding your flavor to it. And I got to make sure, you know, they know that they the people, the reason why we get to have that ability to listen to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So speaking of your partners, bruh, you know, I've noticed that you be having exclusive drip. I mean, exclusive. And I ain't talking that exclusive Atlanta stuff there where we got to, you know, double check it. Shout out to them because they solid as hell. But I'm talking about, bro, you be having that exclusive drip. I got to ask, bro, how did, you know, your his and hers plus the home and film LA connect? Like, because, you know, every time we see a video, we see right now in the interview, you know, you always drip down. So like, I gotta, you know, for the viewers to know the backstory, I want to know, they want to know. Let's hear it.
Well, my boy PJ, who's part of Lost Sound, he runs His and Hers LA. So that's a brand that you always catch me rocking all the time because of him. And then my boy Marcel, he runs Home Film. And that's something I'm gonna be rocking all the time because of him. So I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky to have those guys a part of my team. You know, everybody wants their brand too right now. It's hot. So it's like, for me to just be right in the middle, I get to wear both at all times. I'm just lucky.
But you know what's beautiful about that is that as you and your brotherhood is rising, you're rising as well. You keeping up. Like, you know, it's a beautiful thing because your relationship with amongst your brothers is very strong. The energy is high. The chemistry is organic. And those are things that people want to buy and put into TV shows and make people want to act like that. You understand? And so when you see that organically, man, I was just like, this sky's the limit. That's seeing LeBron James and Maverick Carter with it. You know, they hope he's getting ready to elevate. And it's a beautiful thing to see you guys elevating together because relationships will get you places money cannot. And, you know, for those that don't know, what can you tell everyone about relationships that meant to you throughout your career?
That is, like you said, it's more important than anything monetary because it's what's got me here today. You know what I mean? As far as like having a strong, solid foundation, because at the end of the day, we always know we can rely on each other in this shit. And even if like sometimes it's rough, sometimes it's not like the best. You know, sometimes we go through stuff, internal battles and stuff, but we care for each other so much that we know that we want the same thing. You feel me? And this is so important. That's so important to us that our relationship will forever remain strong. You feel me? So like that shit is hella important. It really is. I can't imagine trying to do this shit alone. You know? That shit would be crazy.
You know, it's amazing. You just just doubled the carats, man. You over here dropping 40 karat jewels on this. Letting people know the importance, you know, without that relationship, that gem can't be dropped the right way.
Right. Exactly. That part right there. That was a gem.
What has been one of your most rewarding moments so far? I know you got a lot more to come, brother. It's a lot on the way up to the pinnacle, but what has been at least one that sticks out to you has been a rewarding moment?
Honestly, you know, ever since I dropped Play Your Cards Right, and like back in November, I want to say that moment when I dropped Play Your Cards Right, but it's like been so many moments after. But I'm gonna just pick that moment when I dropped Play Your Cards Right in November. Like we felt it. Like we felt like it was an energy around it. It was a spirit around it. It was like, yo, like this is about to change our life. Like this is it. Like this is gonna propel us to the next level to where people are looking at us, and then we can perform again. And like I had dropped like 3-4 projects before that, and never got that type of feeling before I dropped it. So in that moment when we dropped that, it was like it was impactful. It was like, yeah, this is it. We know it's it. So that moment right there, I'm chasing that moment again. I can't wait to like finally drop again and get that moment again.
See, that's that moment of elevation, and we're able to reflect and see the elevation. It's a product you can hold, you can hear, you can touch, you can, hey, press play on this that you know that you're confident about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, brother.
Yeah.
That's on top of the world.
Oh God, it's better than any drug. Like
for real. And then no shit, you gonna see. I've been able to see Bryson Tiller in concerts. Everyone knows every word to the songs. And it go crazy. And you know, I'm just using him as an example because I feel like you hit that esque with him, but you're not him. You're like a variation that's has a lot more different areas to play with, just because of the West Coast nature. Like I'm not trying to knock the, you know, the trap soul sound, but it's like you guys put yourself in a box in that area versus West Coast. You get to be able to dab into everything because that's what the West Coast does. They take a dibble or dab and make it theirs.
Yeah, off top, for sure.
What's something that artists got fucked up about investing into their career?
That's tough because I don't know all the answers on that one. Because we make mistakes sometimes too. Just live and learn. But let me think. Something that artists fuck up when it comes to investing. I would say sometimes artists like pay. Sometimes artists pay more money to do less work.
Mm.
You know, and it's like, and I don't know on a specific thing, but like I just know like sometimes artists like they rather instead of doing groundwork and meeting people and pushing their product themselves with their team, they'll just pay somebody else to do it. And it's like, but it's not organic. It doesn't feel the same when you get it back, you know? So I would say that sometimes you gotta don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't like skip steps, because once you get to the top and you get to like a big position, then I feel like then you should do that. You should be spending a whole bunch of money to not do that part because you're already big enough for your name to carry. But if you on the come up, you need to work. You got to work hard. You know what I mean? Like don't spend money to not do work. I say that, like, you know.
You know, just to agree with exactly what you say or piggy off of it, it's like the reality is that the people that didn't kind of prepare to the glow up and to the response to their product to the universe are the people that, you know, they don't have a second or a third to pull up from. And when you are prepared for that, then it just keeps on going and going and going because you're already prepared for the longevity. Other people just put so much attention into spending some money, and that's all the money they was gonna see. And you know what sound good didn't feel good because they didn't make sure they saw the deal through.
Exactly. That'd be the mistake. You gotta like work. That's the number one thing.
Come on.
Can't forget it.
Hard work without prayer is dead.
Dead.
I'm gonna bring that thing back in one more time. I ain't trying to take us to church, but sometimes you gotta drop some knowledge for people to be understanding.
Yeah.
So from when I got the song from Created by Blue, I'm talking about, you know, Blue adds it to the calendar and we get the song. This one didn't have a treatment. You had your own team that did the whole treatment on their own. That was dope. And then I became an instant fan. And like I said, I dug into your catalog from 2017 to now. What would you say has been the biggest growth in your sound?
Well, first off, I want to shout out Allison and Aaron P. Yes. They did the whole treatment and like creative vision for the What's Up visual. Appreciate y'all. And then secondly, as far as like the how my sound has grown, I always tell people it's just my confidence, you know, because like in an artist, they can't really they can't really be who they want to be if they not like super confident yet. And it just took years and years of that shit for me to get like super confident. And that's what Play Your Cards Right sounds like. It sounds like confidence. Like I'm just confident the whole time. Like you know, like I sound like Griff. You know what I mean? Like I sound like it. I don't just look like it. I sound like it. Like so you could feel it. It's like an energy about it. Yeah.
No, I feel that, bro. I feel that 100%. Confidence and comfort creates greatness.
Yeah.
And while you're comfortable and you're not confident, you lackluster. And as soon as you get both of those, you know you're in the winning lane, the winning
Oh my God. That comfort part, that's a gem. Comfortable and confident.
Come on.
That's exactly how I felt.
And then what did it create? Greatness. It had me like, man, who is Griff Tyler?
Yeah.
I need to find this. I need to find everything I need to know, man.
Yeah.
Bro, we got to connect. But, you know, subtly. You don't do that shit in real life. Like, you don't ever jump. No, subtle. From experience.
Yeah.
So, bro, my 3 favorite songs of yours. Number 1, you know, as soon as I heard What's Up, I was hooked. I was like, man. And then that part, Can I Get Next to You? That's just my favorite part of the song. I was like, bro, I need a whole song like that where that is where it just feeds in.
That should just be stuck in everybody's head.
Bruh. And that's where you got to build off that, you know. But that's just me just adding my 2 cents off of my favorite song. Number 2, bro, I fell in love with Same off the No Service project. Like same. I feel like you had it, bro. It was smacking. Like I was like, okay, that's that energy I like.
Yeah.
And then Cold Piece is my number 3 favorite song. What are your 3 favorite songs?
All Time by me.
Yes.
Man, that's tough. Same is definitely one. Same is one of them. Like no specific order. But yeah, like I love Same. Like when I came up with it, I was like, I'm a genius. Like but I love Same.
Salute.
Let me think. I'll probably say Cold Piece. I'll put Cold Piece in there. And damn, another one. Sexy Little Thing from Free Samples. If people haven't heard that one is like, it's like the project that I dropped before Play Your Cards Right, called Free Samples, number 2 track, Sexy Little Thing. That's probably my 3rd favorite for sure.
I do want to highlight the Guarded record because I'll be playing that stuff with my wife, playing that stuff with my daughter. You know, it just adds, you know, that energy right. You know, add people's just energy needs to be high. They need to think highly of themselves. Their securities need to be up there.
Right.
And so
appreciate that.
It's brilliant with Guarded.
Appreciate that, man.
So, bro, you have survived my show. You know, to close out, the floor is yours. You know, run up what you want to run up, shout out what you want to shout out. I know we done threw a whole bunch of names in there, but if we forgot somebody or if there's a brand or anything, bro, the floor is yours. You can have it. Go ahead.
So, I mean, I ain't really got too much to say. Shout out to everybody for rocking with Play Your Cards Right. You know, streaming it and sharing it. I want to shout out everybody that has something to do with it. All the producers, all the artists that were featured on it. I want to shout out my team, Lost Sound, for pushing me. I want to shout out Zylo for having me today. Appreciate you, dog. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Oh, let me plug the page though. Lost Sound Instagram page, LXST Sound. And then for me, I am Griff Tyler. Follow me everywhere.
Come on, everybody, tune in, follow, run him up. Man, bro, if you notice my show is different, it's unique. You know, they got segments over there, and I'm like, I gotta have segments, but I'm not gonna do segments like them. And I'm like, how do I keep that same energy and close out? The viewers knows it's coming. I'm gonna hit you with it. You got any questions for me?
Man, how did you enjoy this interview? Was it cool?
Bro, it was dope, bro. I feel like not only did I get to learn a lot about you, brother, and your journey, but you dropped a lot of gems where you was like, let me go ahead and make this part of the board or this blueprint a little bit bigger for people. And as you know, as an interviewer to my job to having you on the show, I feel like I did my job and the audience is really going to appreciate to learning who you are and you know, getting ready to just build with you.
Off top, man. Appreciate the fact that I'm here and I could be that. Appreciate you for having me. It was a dope interview. You asked me questions a lot of people don't ask me. So like it was really insightful. Appreciate that, dog.
Hey, salute, bro. Salute. That's what we be trying to do over here, man. Well, it's just me and a couple people behind the scenes. Shout out Key Fingers, shout out Blue Pear, shout out CAC Visuals. Man, on that note, I'm gonna close out. It's Contrast Uncut. It's season 5. This is my spotlight episode, Play Your Cards Right edition. I want to give a huge shout out to Uncle Snoop's Army and Bobby D Presents. I appreciate you, brothers. I wouldn't be able to do incredibly dope shit like interview Griff Tyler and talk about this brother's history, and this brother let them gems fly. I'm talking about, I may have ran up some money right now. I'm happy he didn't sing on here or rap on here. The deal would have been higher. Man, thank you so much, bro. I can't say that enough. Blessings on blessings. You ever need anything from me, tap in. Man, it's all love and all up from here for you, brother.